WWE Money in the Bank is this weekend, brought to you by FightfulSelect.com. I have the Fightful Report podcast this week. I'm giving you exclusive news, injury updates, contract updates, a lot more. We have Warren Hayes' NXT 205 Live UK review, the best online. There are no other websites that cover all the shows that we do. So check out FightfulSelect.com and support it. Leave a thumbs up. But we're going to make our predictions. 11 matches booked for Money in the Bank, Alex.
It doesn't feel like there's that many. You're gonna tell them to me, and I will not know about at least 4 of them.
Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos. I think the Usos will win this because as of now, because it's non-title. If it becomes title, Rowan and Bryan will win.
Here's the thing. Because of the wildcard rule, if it is for title, they could just run the Usos back on a SmackDown because SmackDown desperately needs tag teams. And then they get, after the Usos get beat for the titles, they can wind up back on Raw because nothing matters. I agree with you in principle. If it is for the titles, then Daniel Bryan and Rowan win. If it's not, then the Usos win. But where does that leave Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan? Are they going to have more matches versus the Usos because the Usos beat them? Like, what?
Arya Daivari takes on Tony Nese for the Cruiserweight title. I would not doubt that Vince McMahon is like, we're going to Saudi Arabia. Put the title on that brown guy.
Yeah, especially because, oh boy, listen, and
hey, I'll say this: not that Arya Daivari doesn't deserve it. No, he is awesome.
Arya Daivari does deserve it. He's been putting in great work the entire time he's been on 205
Despite
Live.
the fact that he is Shane Helms' twin.
Yeah, that's true. But the idea that you would put the title on Daivari, he's not just a brown guy, but he's from Iran, and we know from the first ever show in Saudi Arabia where they brought out the Daivari boys and had him wave the Iran flag, and there were death threats. Like, absolutely, Vince is like, yeah, he'll get a lot of heat. It'll be great.
Yeah.
No, especially since, there's apparently plans at the White House to send 120,000 troops into Iran. This is all a great idea, Vince. Great.
Samoa Joe defends against Rey Mysterio. I think Rey is probably going to win this because he's been beaten so many times before, but I could just see Rey winning and celebrating with Dominic. I don't know. They have made me not care about either guy.
No, Samoa Joe going into Mania, coming out of Mania was his murder machine, which is what he should be. If he locks that coquille clutch on you, you're done. And he can lock it in on you when you least expect it. That's a great thing. Now he's a joke again. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him lose to Dominic at some point in the next few months. Like, actually, in a wrestling match, lose to Dominic. Because they could absolutely do that to him. I think Rey winning it is a good feel-good moment because that would mean he gets the Grand Slam. That's the last title he hasn't won as part of WWE.
Steel cage match, Miz versus Shane McMahon. If they want to perpetrate, or at least portray, rather, Miz as a top-flight face, he's got to win. But they have a lot put into Shane McMahon right now. And I think that the no DQ aspect of this will lead to Shane winning.
Oh, man.
Shane should win by walking right out the door. That's what he should do.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Do the dumb, easy heel thing.
Yeah, there's so many bad things they can do with this. I don't need any. I'm done with Shane. Shane's kind of a thing. I've seen too much of him. He's just around all the time now, and it's just there's too much. But you're right. You're absolutely right. They're gonna keep this thing going all the way to SummerSlam.
Becky Lynch defends the SmackDown Women's Championship against Charlotte Flair. She also defends the Raw Women's Championship against Lacey Evans. A lot of speculation that she'll end up losing one. Which, if she had to lose one, which do you think it is? Personally, I'm going the SmackDown Women's Championship because Raw probably needs her a little bit more. Although Raw has had some nice glimpses based on what we've seen in the ring. What do you think?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see her pull it out versus one of them, but be in such bad shape after the match that the other one really isn't much of a contest. But she is actually, trying to be the big fighter about it and everything.
Do you remember the idea I pitched about how somebody cashed in and it was on a show where she couldn't get to them?
Yes.
Yeah, literally can't do that now.
No, can't do that now. No,
they did the one thing.
Yeah,
they made a wild card to where you literally could not do that storyline anymore.
Ah, so bad. I'm gonna say she does win the Raw and then loses SmackDown. But the other thing you could easily have is you could have her beat Charlotte. But the problem is she wins the first one and loses the second one. There's no way the opposite is true.
Well, WWE, I wouldn't put it past them to do a thing where somebody cashes in between the two. And then the second cash in is what wears her down for Charlotte.
Yeah, that could do it.
Who wins Women's Money in the Bank, by the way? Alexa Bliss, Naomi, Natalya, Dana Brooke, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Ember Moon, Carmella.
The only one that actually has any forward momentum right now is Alexa Bliss, but I can't see them giving it to her two years in a row. It just isn't.
You don't know their booking of Alexa Bliss then, because she has been involved in literally nothing but championship pictures. I mean, before this singles run, her last match was a tag team tournament qualifier.
I guess
title picture, Money in the Bank. That's all she's ever done in WWE, Alex.
I guess what I'm saying is not that I can't see them giving it to Alexa Bliss. If I could see them giving it to any woman twice in a row, it would be Alexa Bliss. But I just had a hard time in general thinking, oh, this winner will win it again when there've only been 3 of these.
Yeah,
it just that doesn't feel right to me. But then again, I'm not Vince McMahon, so.
I wouldn't mind it being somebody out of left field. I wouldn't mind it being Mandy Rose or Dana Brooke. I would really like that. I don't think Naomi needs it or should have it. I don't think Natalya works for it right now. I think that Natalya and Dana Brooke were auditioning for a tag team run on Raw. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
When they did the double team moves, it looked like they were auditioning for a tag team.
Yeah. My dark horse pick is Mandy Rose, because I think that there's something they could do with that. The one who I would love to see it, because I want to see her be a champ, is Ember Moon, but I don't think there's any chance that she wins it.
Yeah. Men's Money in the Bank: Sami Zayn, Ricochet, Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Randy Orton, Andrade, Ali. I don't think it'll be Balor because he's got the Intercontinental title. Who does it for you here?
Well, not Ricochet, because he posed with the damn briefcase tonight, so that's out. My thought is it's going to be Sami.
It would make sense.
Because Sami is also out there every week speaking Vince McMahon's direct thoughts to the audience.
Also true.
So if he's out there waving around the Money in the Bank saying, I'm going to be champion and you're not, no, don't you all just hate it? Yeah, absolutely. I could see it be Sami, especially since they set up this whole thing where Baron and Drew got him into the match to begin with because they thought he wasn't a threat. If Sami sneaks in behind him and gets the briefcase, that at least completes a story arc, even though it's only a 1-week story arc.
I'm going with Sami Zayn as well. Roman Reigns versus Elias. I don't think Elias has a chance in hell.
No, why even do the match?
Kofi Kingston taking on Kevin Owens, WWE Championship. I see Kofi retaining here. I think he's going to carry that title probably into SummerSlam at the very least, unless they Money in the Bank him or they cash in on him.
Yeah, he's got a lot of good momentum. He's still staying hot. That's amazing. But
the confidence of Vince McMahon too, from what I understand.
The other thing that would be really, really great is if you somehow wound up with Kevin Owens having the WWE Championship on SmackDown and Sami Zayn holding the Money in the Bank contract on Raw and just waiting for his time to get the Universal Championship away from Seth Rollins, and so that you could have those two guys being just complete and utter bastards, being able to be gleeful with each other about them being champions. But yeah, I agree with you. Kofi's gonna keep it.
Main event: Seth Rollins taking on AJ Styles, WWE Universal Championship. Another one of those where I think that Rollins is probably going to retain it. Although, you know what would be a nice refresher? A little bit. I would be refreshed to see a little bit of hot potatoing with Raw's top prize, because it's not something we've really ever got to see. We got to see it a little bit when Balor got hurt, and then it went from Owens to Goldberg to Lesnar. But really, since then, it's been hot potatoing under really crappy pretenses. And if AJ Styles went heel and had the club help him, you know what? I wouldn't hate that finish. But I'm not convinced that WWE would do that. I don't even know. I don't know what the club are doing. I don't know if there are any plans for them. I don't even know if they're on the European tour right now.
Right. I have a question. Is Brock confirmed for the Saudi Arabia thing?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, the club has not wrestled since their Raw debut.
There you go. So Brock's confirmed for the Saudi thing. Seth also, but neither of them have a match yet.
Oh, God damn it.
Brock showing up at the end of this thing and attacking Seth, and that's how they're setting up that match. There, you know what's happening. Brock versus Seth in the desert. And the sands of time gonna roll everything back to the future, baby.
Those are our predictions. Watch the post show